Batesville Products is a one-stop supplier. We offer the casting and the machining.
Well, you're keeping all of the quality contained to one supplier, so you're not having to manage multiple suppliers and then the finger pointing of who is in charge of handling the issue. Is it the caster or is it the machine shop that caused the issue? When you have one source, you're keeping that all under one roof, and they can more than likely solve the problem before the casting even leaves their facility. And then also, when your foundry is machining the casting, they have a better understanding of how the mechanics of the casting works. So like all the different types of flex that you see when you're machining a casting. So example, when you're clamping a casting into a machine and then you're releasing it, it's going to have some of that bounce back, and they're going to understand the type of tolerances needed for when there's parts under tension versus when it's not in your machining.
You start involving other processes like heat treat, impregnation, anything of that nature that adds some heat or tension to the part and how it can warp it. It's interesting to see that when you get to the full gamut of the product and it's ready to assemble, the thought process has to go kind of backward stepping, as you showed on your one of your early slides there, of the thought process at each step to control that. So I think you hit it head on. If you have a supplier that provides all of them, that becomes one, for a procurement team. Obviously, it's one person, one company you have to deal with now. One line of communication, not cross-contamination of communication. But it also allows for that company to work through the issues in each department. Does something arise from heat treating that isn't visible at casting, but because you're machining the product and you see it after it gets heat treated, that you're able to go back and do some design changes on the casting side that help facilitate that machine process.